Hey guys, Bitesize here with a Bitesize video telling you all about the next WoW expansion, Midnight. So let's get straight into it. So first up, what's the expansion all about? Well, the expansion is going to focus on the now even more powerful Xal'atath as she unleashes the Void upon Azeroth. However, in a fun twist, the initial stage of her invasion is going to start in the Blood Elf homeland of Kel'Thalas. So what new zones are we going to get in this new expansion? Well, we're going to get a completely updated Eversong Woods, an updated Zulaman, Harandar, and the Void Storm. To go along with the update to Eversong Woods, Silvermoon City is being completely reworked as well. It's going to serve as a hub for both the Horde and the Alliance, though the Horde are going to have an exclusive section that only they will access. One of the main features that people are excited about is obviously player housing, so this is an absolutely huge one. We're going to finally have our own piece of Azeroth. Everyone's going to be able to own a home, and they're going to offer absolutely massive amounts of customization. You can join random players in a neighborhood, or you can have your entire neighborhood just full of your guildies. Housing rewards are going to come from lots of sources. It promises to be a feature that's going to have something for every kind of player. We'll also get a new allied race, the Haranir. They appear to use the Night Elf skeleton for their model, and they're probably going to share a lot of their animations. However, they've got plentiful customization options, so they'll still manage to look really distinctive. They can join the Horde or the Alliance, and they can play Druid, Hunter, Mage, Monk, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. And obviously, being a new race that can play Druid, there's going to be brand new Druid forms too. We're going to get a brand new Demon Hunter spec, the Devourer. So this spec's going to utilize Void visuals rather than the usual Fel that you'd attribute to Demon Hunters, and it promises to play as a sort of mid-range melee hybrid. So think something like an Evoker, but with potential melee combos weaved into the rotation. It sounds like something very new to the game, and I am really excited to try it out. Though, I can't lie, I do wish it was a new class. Dungeons and raids, we're going to get 8 new dungeons and 3 new raids within the launch period of the expansion. For dungeons, we'll play through the Blinding Veil, Windrunner Spire, a brand new Magister's Terrace, Murder Row, the Den of Nalarak, Mezara Caverns, Nexus Point Zenus, and the Void Scar Arena. For raiding, Season 1 of Midnight is going to see 9 different raid bosses split between 3 different raids. So we'll have the Void Spire, where players will ascend the towering Void Spire structure to confront Cosmic Horrors and Xal'atath, who has claimed this as her stronghold. We'll also go to the Dream Rift, a single boss encounter where players enter a fractured realm between dream and reality to fight half-birthed abominations. And then finally, the March on Kel'Danas, where united elven forces will march on the Sunwell Plateau. There will be a new outdoor content system known as Prey, essentially a bounty system. We're going to track powerful targets throughout all the different zones in Midnight in 3 different difficulties: Normal, Hard, and Nightmare. Successfully finding and defeating your enemy will earn different rewards. There's also going to be a new PvP battleground, Slayer's Rise, a 40 vs 40 epic BG set in the Void Storm. And finally, some major shakeups to the game as a whole. Now, for me, this is actually one of the main features and something that's going under the radar. Namely, Blizzard are going to be reducing our reliance on add-ons and updating the base UI to compensate. It's been confirmed that Blizzard are planning significant changes to the game's API that will restrict certain combat-related add-ons, so think things like DBM, weak auras, etc. However, a lot of these features are going to be built back into the game, whether it's in the base UI or just by an individual boss encounter basis, ensuring that not only do Blizzard have more control over the way that we experience things like raid bosses, but also creating a smoother experience for the majority of players. Honestly, I'm really interested to see how this goes. I think fundamentally this could be a huge change to World of Warcraft, and I'm going to be really interested to see what the reception for this is like. So honestly, there is a lot to look forward to, but I'm not going to lie, I feel like the expansion reveal out of BlizzCon just didn't work. The reveal felt awkward, it had a lot of mistakes, and understandably, it has killed a lot of the hype. But hopefully, like I have, you guys will be able to look at this list of upcoming features and content and be pretty excited for Midnight. Could it be better? Absolutely. And I do plan to dive into that in my next video where I'll give opinions on all the content that I've mentioned in this video, so keep an eye out for that. Until then, happy gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.